Hello and welcome to Nikolay's genetics lessons, and today I'm going to talk about how to balance centrifuge without dummy tubes. And I'm going to show you a technique which we use in Russia in secret underground laboratories. I'm joking, not in the underground laboratories. So take a look. When we have 12 holes centrifuge, when we have even number of tubes with the same amount of liquid, the same weight, it is easy to balance them. And there is different ways how we can do it. For example, just like here, 4 tubes, or we can put 2 tubes here and 2 tubes here, for example. And as you see, it is not so difficult to understand how to balance when number is even. But when number of tubes that you have to centrifuge is not even, usually you use dummy tubes, as you see, for the perfect balance. And this is time consuming, and actually you can avoid using them. There are 2 exceptions. You have to use a balance if you have 1 microtube or if you have 11, like in this case. You have to use balance here and here. But these numbers, those are odd. We don't need a balanced tubes to use in each this case. For example, when we have 3 microtubes, we can put them as follows. So we can place one in this hole, another in this hole, and the third one in this hole. And they are going to be balanced. How to balance 5 microtubes? The first one we put here, second go here, third goes here, and fourth and fifth goes here. So as you see, this position of the microtubes are going to be also balanced. How to balance 7 microtubes? The first one goes here, second one goes here, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7th. So such position of the microtubes would be perfectly balanced and you don't need this dummy tube. I think that some of you still doubting, so take a look. I connect these 3 microtubes with lines, and as you see, this is the same position as here. And I hope nobody have double thought that this position of the 3 test tubes is perfectly balanced. Now we can connect this 2 through the center and this 2 also through the center. As you see, all microtubes in perfect balance. Let's return to the 5 microtubes. Again, we can connect these 3 and they are in balance. And these 2 we also can connect through the center. So if you're intuitively thinking that they are not in balance, these microtubes also in perfect balance. So we can save a time, we don't need these dummy microtubes. And the last example would be with 9 microtubes. Again, we also don't need this dummy tube. You can start anywhere you want. For example, here, place 3, then blank space, another 3, blank space, and you can put another 3. So everything is in perfect balance here. Those you cannot connect all the tubes through the center. For example, here there is no balance, no here. But take a look. Again, we can connect these microtubes as follows. One triangle, here is another triangle, and here is another triangle. But I think this is obvious here, those probably not obvious in other examples. As you see, you can save a time, you don't need this balance tube, in this case as well. And this is all for today. Subscribe and see you in the next video. Goodbye.